5 years, no caffeine now. Let's talk about it. Do you drink energy drinks? Do you drink coffee? Do you drink Red Bull? Do you drink green tea? And you're wondering, should I do this? Should I not do this? Let me tell you what I think. So welcome in, fam. Much love. Trav here. I hope you're doing well. Interesting day today. Just had a tour, dropped him off, met up with some friends, did some Wim Hof breathing, ice bath, worked out on the beach, met some people. It was interesting. And if you don't know me, I'm an adventurer, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a deep thinker. And I'll tell you what I believe. And one of you guys asked me in the comments, because I've been sober from alcohol and weed for 5 years, said make a video about the no caffeine journey. And that's been super easy to stick with. That's one thing I'll tell you. I will say, you should probably not be drinking the energy drinks with all the artificial stuff in them. Is coffee good or bad for you? Don't know. There's mixed results, but that's not necessarily the reason. By the way, look ahead. Look. Yo, golden hour. Cutting through the clouds. Looks awesome. So I'm going to tell you that health reason is not necessarily the reason to quit caffeine. It comes down to the video that I put out recently. Are you a dopamine addicted rat? Right? The dopamine addicted rat archetype in 2024. Porn, vape, weed, vape tobacco, scrolling on social media, I don't know, sports betting, on parlays, what else? Junk food. Caffeine is in there. The dopamine addicted rat needs his caffeine. So one of the things that I've seen with association is the people who need caffeine every day are often, there's a high correlation, the same people who need weed and alcohol and other drugs. It's interesting. And the people who don't drink caffeine are much more likely to not drink alcohol, not smoke weed, not do drugs. Interesting correlation. Why is that? Some people are dopamine addicted rats, some people are not. I choose not to be, or I try my best not to be. So it's not necessarily for health reasons that I'm doing this. It's for freedom. I only have so much time. I don't want to spend my mornings, I have to prepare my coffee, or if I'm traveling on a vacation, I have to go to a cafe to get coffee or something. No, I want freedom from that. So I quit, and I have moved on, and it comes down to trying to be a master of yourself. I want to self-mastery. I want to be my own man. I don't want to need something. It's a form of weakness, right? I mean, we need food, we need air, we need other people, we need community as humans, but we don't really need a drug that makes your heart beat fast and dilates the blood vessels in your brain or constricts them or whatever it does. It makes you feel excited. It's just, I want to actually feel something, right? I don't want anhedonia where you don't feel anything, because there's so much porn, there's so much weed, there's so much caffeine, there's so much tobacco, there's so much swings of money for the betting that nothing really feels like anything. That's not what I want. It's not what I want. So that's why I do it. And you can do whatever you want with your life. I'm I'm not telling you. I mean, I will tell you, quit smoking weed. It's fucking up your sleep. Caffeine's probably fucking up your sleep too, but if you drink it in the morning, you might be okay. Quit drinking alcohol. You're poisoning yourself. I'm not gonna say you drink coffee, you're poisoning yourself. But I will say, let me challenge you to rise above compulsion and addictions in whatever way it appears. And for many people, it's you need your cup of joe or you need your energy drink in the morning. And see if you can go without it. Work on building discipline. Work on building mental fortitude. This is what we need as men in 2024. In this degenerate age, where there's temptation and poison surrounding you all over the place. Very important. So, the choice is yours. Do what you want. Do it how you want. As for me, the actual quitting of caffeine was harder than quitting alcohol and weed. Because, for two reasons, it was easier to quit weed and alcohol when I knew it was bad for me. It's a little bit harder to cut caffeine when this isn't necessarily bad for me. And my experience with weed and alcohol was I wasn't addicted to them to the point where with caffeine, when I quit caffeine, I experienced withdrawals, and it's because it constricts the blood vessels in your brain. Your blood vessels in your brain dilate, and it can cause splitting headaches. And I had an ongoing headache for a week. It was painful, but it was like on the other side of that, I'm never gonna have to worry about this again. And I enjoyed that. I like a good sufferfest, you know? I like a long hike. I fell in love with it in basketball tryouts, in the winter conditioning or fall conditioning before tryouts. The coaches, everybody who wants to join the team and it has you do cardio and weightlifting challenges until people quit. Right? It's like going through Navy SEAL training. Do hard things. The hero's journey goes through a challenge. In your hero's journey, there's going to be pain, and one of those pains is maybe it's quitting quitting caffeine. And you know what's interesting? As I came back to caffeine, I think I've mostly been exposed to it through chocolate. I think I had a tea one time or something, like a mate or something. I hated it, right? Anytime that I've had like more than a couple milligrams, even with chocolate, I hate the feeling, and it's interesting. It's really interesting, where I went from something that I was addicted to being an incredibly unpleasant sensation. And I cannot tell you why, but I think that's just growth. So, I hope you found it useful. And if you haven't yet, down below I put together a checklist for masculine self-development. A lot of things you can work on to improve your life, from health and fitness to relationships, community, to business and finances, to personal values and your path. And if you do that, you get a free report. And I'm toying around with this. This will probably be out by the time you see it. I'm probably going to offer a personalized report, but also a private community. The private community will work on these things as men. A small group of brothers. I'm going to price it stupidly cheap. Like, I don't know I'm not going to say a number because it might change, but I'm going to price it stupidly cheap. Very affordable. And so it would be dumb to not join. So go check out the links down below. And if you want help quitting coffee, I can help you. We can do it together. So appreciate you. Much love. Talk to you soon.